Hello all, this is Carly and I am back with some more K-pop reactions. I am going back to Stray Kids today and their very first song, Hellevator. This, let's see, time-stamped 2017, September 29th. And it's kind of crazy to think that these guys weren't even technically a group yet when they produced this song. It's pretty darn high quality for not even having debuted yet. I'm pretty impressed. I liked the song when I first heard it, but once I figured out the history behind it, learned about the Survival show and how they produced the song and the music video during the Survival show. Really impressed to think that this was basically a bunch of trainees. They hadn't debuted, they're just trainees. So you can tell that there was something special from the beginning with these guys. But let's go ahead and let's get into it.
내 삶은 밑바닥 난 떨어지 어두운 터널 속을 걷고 있어 내게 잔인하고 두려운 하루를 홀로 버티고 있어 멀어져가는 곳을 복도 앞성길 위에 지지리도 복도 없이 내가 많은 길을 가는 가이다 팔지도도 하나 없이 위로 가는 길은 절대 다시 뒤로 가기 싫은
I like how that electric, I don't know what to call it, electric bass or whatever, just kind of draws out like that. It's so mean. Let's see. And I like that the fact that these guys produce all their own stuff and the lyrics that they were writing from the very beginning. It's impressive. These guys are impressive. Love that mean reverberating background. And yeah, from the beginning, doing the breaks with melody right in between the more aggressive rap part. I love how they mix that up in their songs. It's almost like it's unexpected every time, even though you know it's coming. I've always liked EDM a little bit, like not the really EDM stuff that's just over the top. But when it's mixed into songs like this, it's a great sound. I'd love to hear this. And I mean, just look at the lyrics. There's nothing for me. Nobody really cares about me. These guys were singing right away about the trials and tribulations that they were having. I can't imagine growing up in that kind of atmosphere where you have guys that are, teenagers and, the oldest ones being just barely 20 years old, when they were first gathering together in this group. I mean, can you imagine being in the K-pop trainee atmosphere? It's something that I'm not even sure that the most strenuous of our schools that are like boarding schools can even compare to. Like maybe military boarding schools you can kind of compare it to, where it's like you're not just going to school, you're not just training for basically an occupation, living together with a bunch of other teenagers who in early 20s who are trying to do the exact same thing you are in a competitive atmosphere where there's only so many slots, and if one person gets it, you don't get it. I mean, I can't imagine what it was like having your teenage formative years be that. It's no doubt these guys grew up so quick
포기란 말들이 내 길을 따라가며 절망감만 커져가 희망이란 하늘을 주변 사람의 손으로 가린다 낯설은 기도하며 버티고 있어 날 째려보는 차가운 시선들이 실성하지 않은 말을 잘 들어봤자 누군가의 광대 너밖에 안 남은 넌 가수라는 직업은 지워쳐 그 말을 들으며 약해져만 가는데 자신을 늦춰져 떨어지 어둠처럼 손을 갖고 있어 내게 잔인하고 두려운 나를 홀로 버티고 있어 설렘이라도 날 잡아줄 사람은 아무도
Another thing
없어.
that I really enjoy about Stray Kids, you know, kind of listening to some other K-pop groups as I have recently, you can tell who's singing. And, I mean, sometimes with some of the more vocals, they kind of do blend together a little bit. But for the most part, you can tell who's singing. You can tell when Changbin is rapping versus when Hyunjin is rapping versus when Han is rapping. You can tell when Chan is singing versus when Suimin is singing versus when IN is singing. And, well, obviously when Felix is. And, I mean, just to have 8 guys, 9 in this video, but 8 guys, and you can actually tell all of their voices apart is something that I don't think, I mean, leave in the comments if you think I'm wrong here, but to have an 8-group band, they're not really a band, that's for instruments, an 8-member group that you can distinctly tell when each member is singing, that's pretty rare, you know. I'm starting to listen to BTS, and fantastic performers, great dancers, amazing vocals, good rapping. I can't tell who's singing quite often. You know, they have wonderful voices, and they have moments when their voices are distinct, and you can tell, but for the most part, they blend together, and it's great for harmonies and everything. But there's something special about Stray Kids in that you can tell who's singing. They have different sounds. They each, even though it's a larger group, they stand out. The individuals have their moments and the things that they are known for. I don't know my tears. They worked hard to get here. Man, for this to come out of a bunch of trainees, not even debuted yet, you never would have guessed it. Even though, I mean, shoot, some of these guys were training for years. The first taste of Felix's deep voice that everybody had.
I'm on the Hellevator 난 올라갈게 어두웠던 내 과거 탈출해 내 깜깜했던 앞길을 비춰 미쳐버릴 듯 지겨운 시간 잊혀져 버릴 때 이 길을 뛰어 왜는 나도 새로운 시작의 종소리가 울리며 나는 올라탔지 내 손을 작은 펜트하우스로 데려다줄 my Hellevator
Before the beat drops, I was really impressed going back into Stray Kids when I, first got to know them and wanted to listen to more of their stuff. Usually when I listen to a band and I want to go back and listen to some of their earlier stuff, it's like, kind of a little bit shoddy because they were just starting and they were just getting the feel for themselves. Like, for this to be Stray Kids' first song and for me to go, oh man, I totally rock this out. I'd totally put this on a playlist and, let's face it, I don't really work out anymore. I mow the lawn. I totally put this on a playlist to mow the lawn too. Yeah. That's what old people do for working out, mowing the lawn and shoveling the driveway. The fact that this is their first song and they already had an identity, like this already is part of, you can identify this as a Stray Kids song when you listen to it because of the EDM elements, because of how they switch back and forth on the aggression with the melodies, and it's just... those scenes in their music videos, running in a field. Looks fun. Yeah, that's Hellevator, Stray Kids' first song ever, before they even technically debuted, when they were still trainees on a survival show. That's some high quality stuff. I have to admit that they did a good job. They did a good job. Production team did a good job. I mean, not just the production team of 3 Racha, but the support that JYP gave them for, you know, producing something like this before they were even a thing. You know, that's you could tell that he was putting faith in them right away. You know, leave in the comments if you guys know of any other group, because I'm pretty unfamiliar with K-pop still. Let me know if there's any other group that produced a music video that wasn't like a, you know, sitting in one room or something, like an actual music video before they even debuted. It might be a thing in K-pop, and it might be entirely unique. I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this is a unique thing where trainees come up with a music video like this. Otherwise, this has been fantastic. I look forward to making more videos and having more reactions with you all going through my K-pop journey with me. I'm going to keep reacting to Stray Kids. I'm also getting into BTS, learning about them. And leave me a comment for what other group you would like me to learn about. I can only do so many groups at once because I would like to actually get to know the group a little bit instead of just, you know, having one group of 8 guys, another group of 7 guys, another group of 13 guys, another group of, you know, 5 or whatever, and just not being able to remember any of them because there's just so many people to learn all at once. So I'm already doing BTS, and I'm kind of getting their names down and everything. And let me know the other group that you would like me to start learning about so that I can react to them, get maybe some style guides down for them, and continue taking my K-pop journey. Other than that, I got to get back to work. I have some home office work to do. Grab yourself a tasty beverage, and you have a wonderful day.